A thread by Carlos Osuita. How funny are leftists? This funny. Four-step plan for revolution in USA 2020. Step one, vote Green Party in the November election to prevent a corporate shill from being elected. Two, keep the country mostly shut down by way of strikes, boycotts, and peaceful demonstrations. Three, establish consensus on a plan for the new system. Four, persuade the National Guard to assist the majority in the overthrow of the state. One, the Green Party got 1% of the vote in 2016. Two, the country is mostly open. That's why Donald Trump created 5 million jobs in June in 1 month. Obama's best job creation was 3 million in 1 year, 2014. Three, consensus. Just look to any radical leftist and or anarchist attempt to create any system. As you're reading this, Trump's enemies are cannibalizing each other in an orgy of purity tests. They couldn't even run 7 city blocks. Running a country? Good luck, kids. 4. But the funniest of all is persuading the National Guard to break their oath to protect this country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And these leftist imbeciles think they're a majority. What can you even say? Let's look at large-scale military mutinies from the modern era. We'll start with the 20th century. The French army mutinied in World War I due to the mindless slaughter. It happened after the first phase of the Second Battle of the Aisne, April 16th to 9th of May, 2017. Half the French divisions on the Western Front simply stopped following orders. The French leadership had to stop sending men on suicidal attacks into heavy machine gun and artillery fire. Next, Russia. Like the French, the Russians simply refused to follow orders. The Tsar abdicated on March 15, 1917, and the Kerensky government took over. It launched the failed offensive of July 1st to July 19, 1917, and that was that. The troops were taken over by communists. They wouldn't follow orders until after the men voted. In a desperate last act of lunacy, the Russians formed battalions of death, men and women who promised to die for the motherland. Regular troops refused to follow them into battle. Russians and Germans started fraternizing. Here, the Russians are teaching the Germans how to dance. Even before the armistice, November 11th, 1918, German troops were mutinying on a large scale. The most elite unit in the German army was Assault Battalion Number 5, Ruhr. They marched home from France. Along the way, everyone deserted. When they arrived in Berlin, the only people left were the commander, his staff, and some grooms with horses. The German Kaiser abdicated, and Germany had a vicious civil war from 1918 to 1923. Outrageous atrocities were committed by government loyalists, the New German Party, and the communist rebels. The mutiny happened because everyone was sick of fighting. Germany thought it found the perfect solution to warfare: train everyone as special forces. Guess what? Men from 18 to 25 fought like maniacs. Men 26 to 30 were nowhere near as effective. Why not? They had wives and children. They wanted to live. From 1917 to 2011, there were no mass mutinies of armed forces anywhere in the world. In 2011, the Syrian Arab armed forces split over Bashar al-Assad's massacres of peaceful protesters. Tulsi Gabbard's pal. The Syrian civil war began because of a wide-scale mutiny. What caused all these mutinies? Abuse of the armed forces or the citizens. What are the chances of a mass mutiny in the US? 0. Nada. Zilch. Military and intelligence leaders have mutinied, but Trump neutralized them. Democratic governors and mayors are making leftist cops and troops vote for Trump. They understand the need for law and order and peace and letting them do their jobs. This is a really bad joke. It was dreamed up by 9-year-olds in adult bodies. Stop following the chaos minute by minute. Check in once or twice a day and then go about your business. Does Trump look or sound like a 74-year-old man? And he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. You don't. Happy Independence Day.